Walk into any boardroom, any political gathering, any social circle. You'll notice something immediately. The person talking the most, dominating every conversation, demanding every ear, is the weakest one there. Machiavelli understood this centuries ago. Constant chatter is not strength, it's desperation, disguised as confidence. When someone fills every silence, monopolizes every discussion, they're revealing something profound about themselves. They're terrified of what others might say if given the chance, terrified of being truly seen. The psychology is ruthless. Excessive talking becomes armor against their own inadequacy. Every word becomes a shield, every interruption a deflection from their inner emptiness. Think about it. When was the last time someone truly powerful felt the need to announce it repeatedly? Real authority doesn't need volume. It doesn't require constant validation or endless explanation. The loudest person is often using noise as camouflage, hiding incompetence behind a wall of words. They talk because they have nothing substantial to show. They perform because their results can't speak for themselves. Meanwhile, the truly dangerous ones sit back, watching, learning, calculating their next move in silence. If you're finding value in this, hit subscribe so you don't miss what's coming next. Building on what we covered, the quiet ones possess something far more dangerous than loud voices. They weaponize silence as the ultimate intelligence gathering tool. While others spill their secrets freely, the silent ones collect every word like precious currency. Machiavelli understood this perfectly. Information is power, and silence is the key that unlocks it. Think about every conversation you've had. Who learned more, the talker or the listener? The listener walks away with secrets, motivations, weaknesses and plans. The talker? They walk away empty-handed, having given everything away for free. Silence creates a vacuum. And nature abhors a vacuum. People become uncomfortable with quiet. They feel compelled to fill it. And when they do, they reveal far more than they ever intended. The quiet ones know this. They use strategic pauses like a master interrogator. They ask one question, then wait. The silence does the rest of the work. While everyone else is playing checkers, revealing their next move with every word, the silent ones are playing chess, keeping their strategy hidden in the shadows. Building on what we covered about silence as information warfare, let's dive deeper into the Machiavellian art of calculated response. When true power speaks, it's never accidental. Every word is a chess move, calculated 3 steps ahead. Most people react. They let emotions drive their words, spilling thoughts the moment they form. But the truly powerful, they respond. And there's a world of difference between the two. A reaction is emotional, immediate, and often reveals more than intended. It's weakness disguised as strength. A strategic response is calculated, timed, and designed to achieve a specific outcome. It's strength, disguised as simplicity. When someone attacks you publicly, your first instinct is to defend immediately. That's exactly what they want. But power waits, it analyzes. It considers the battlefield, the audience, and the perfect moment to strike back. Timing isn't just important in comedy. In power dynamics, it's everything. Say the right thing at the wrong time, and you're ignored. Say the right thing at the perfect moment, and you change everything. This is why powerful people often seem to have perfect comebacks. They don't think faster. They think smarter. They've already considered multiple scenarios, and prepared their responses before the conversation even begins. While others scramble to find words, the powerful simply select from their arsenal of carefully crafted responses. This isn't manipulation, this is mastery. And mastery comes from understanding that silence isn't empty. It's loaded. History's most dangerous rulers understood a terrifying truth. The crown belongs not to those who demand it loudest, but to those who seize it in silence. Augustus Caesar never declared himself emperor. He whispered his way to absolute power, while others shouted for attention. While Mark Antony paraded through Rome with theatrical displays, Augustus quietly consolidated the legions. One by one. He spoke softly in the Senate, but his words carried the weight of 28 legions behind them. By the time Rome realized what had happened, Augustus wasn't just another politician. He was the foundation of an empire. Fast forward 2,000 years. J.P. Morgan perfected the same dark art in America's gilded boardrooms. Morgan rarely spoke in meetings. He watched, he listened, and when he finally opened his mouth, empires trembled. His silence wasn't empty space. It was a loaded weapon, aimed at anyone foolish enough to underestimate his reach. One word from Morgan could trigger financial panic. His quiet approval could birth entire industries. This pattern repeats in our modern world. Jeff Bezos built Amazon through calculated restraint, not flashy presentations. While competitors burned through cash on marketing spectacles, Bezos quietly strangled entire industries. Warren Buffett speaks once a year at Berkshire meetings. The financial world stops breathing until he's finished. These masters understood what Machiavelli knew. True power doesn't announce itself with trumpets. Building on what we've covered, let's examine the most sinister aspect of silent power. Silence doesn't just conceal information. It weaponizes the human mind against itself. When someone refuses to fill the void with words, they force others to fill it with fear. The human brain cannot tolerate uncertainty. It will imagine the worst possible scenario. This is why the quiet person at the negotiation table holds all the cards. While others scramble to interpret their silence, they're analyzing every weakness revealed. Quiet confidence operates like psychological gravity. It draws others in without effort. People mistake volume for conviction. They mistake silence for wisdom. And they're often right to do so. Mystery amplifies everything. The less you reveal, the more powerful you appear. Because human imagination always assumes the presence of hidden depths. The executive who speaks last in meetings. The investor who asks one devastating question. Their silence creates a vacuum that others rush to fill with their own insecurities. This is intimidation without aggression. Dominance without declaration. Now comes the crucial part. Learning to weaponize your own silence. Now that we understand the psychology behind silent power, let's turn theory into weapon. The first rule of weaponized silence: never fill uncomfortable pauses. In negotiations, the person who speaks first after stating terms reveals their desperation. While they scramble to fill the void, you gather intelligence from every nervous gesture. Their fidgeting fingers reveal anxiety. Their rapid speech betrays their bottom line. Master the 3-second rule. Count to 3 before responding to any offer or question. Those 3 seconds feel like an eternity to them, but grant you immeasurable power. When someone attacks you verbally, respond with calculated silence and steady eye contact. Watch them crumble as their aggression meets your unshakable calm. In meetings, let others exhaust their arguments while you observe the room's dynamics. Note who interrupts whom, who defers to whom, who grows frustrated first. When you finally speak, your words carry the weight of careful observation. Remember, every word you don't say preserves your mystery and multiplies your influence. In a world drowning in noise, your silence becomes the most powerful sound of all. If this opened your eyes, smash that like button and subscribe for more.